Having visible veins makes your arms appear more sculpted and makes you appear leaner while enhancing overall muscular definition. Veiny arms also give off an impression of a high level of athleticism, strength, and great cardiovascular health, implying that you're in good physical condition at first glance. Strong-looking arms with protruding veins that make you appear leaner happen to also be attractive, which is why many men want to work on improving the development of their arms and forearms. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 5 key tips to help you develop veiny, sculpted-looking arms fast. First, the fastest way to expose your arm veins in as little time as possible is by decreasing water retention. This can be done quickly to temporarily boost your vascularity for a particular short-term purpose or event. But you can also maintain a lower level of water retention over the long term just by being consistent with the #1 most effective way to minimize water retention, which is to drink more water. I know that might sound completely counterintuitive. How would drinking more water help you retain less water in your body? Well, when you don't drink a lot of water throughout the day, your body holds on to whatever water it gets to avoid a fluid imbalance. Specifically, a hormone known as vasopressin will rise the more dehydrated you get. Vasopressin signals the kidneys to reabsorb more water into the bloodstream rather than excreting it. This essentially is a protective response to conserve water and avoid dehydration. On the other hand, when your body is well hydrated, it doesn't need to hold on to excess water. When you consistently drink enough water, you'll actually get rid of a lot more water when you pee, which is why the color of your urine will naturally get lighter when you're well hydrated. So a simple strategy to increase vascularity right away is to aim to drink 1 gallon of water every single day. That action alone will help reduce water retention substantially, but there are other things you can do to further lower water retention. For example, sodium or salt can cause your cells to retain water, leading to puffiness and reduced vascularity. To counteract this, you want to avoid foods that are very high in sodium, especially processed and refined foods. You also want to have a balanced intake of sodium and potassium because while sodium helps your body retain water, potassium helps to flush it out. So try to stay under 2,000 milligrams of sodium or 5 grams of salt per day, and try to take in at least 3,500 milligrams of potassium per day. Now, before we move on to methods that'll take longer, I want to go over 3 other quick ways to make your veins stand out more in a short amount of time. The first one is going to the sauna. This can temporarily make your veins pop out more due to increased body temperature, sweating, vasodilation, or the expansion of your blood vessels, and fluid redistribution. You'll lose a lot of the fluid that sits between your skin and your veins, which will allow you to show more definition. The heat also causes your blood vessels to widen, and sweating reduces blood plasma volume, further making veins visible. Keep in mind, however, that the enhanced vascularity from a sauna session is generally temporary. The improved visibility of your veins will typically last for a few hours after your session, but will be lost as your body gradually returns to its normal temperature and fluid balance gets restored. So even though you can use a sauna before an event to quickly get rid of puffiness under the skin and look more vascular, it's a short-term solution. Another short-term solution that can really bulge out your veins on any body part that you want to target is by getting a muscle pump. The pump is a temporary increase in muscle size and vascularity that occurs during and immediately after a workout. Getting a pump blows up your veins because while you're weightlifting, your muscles require more oxygen and nutrients, leading to increased blood flow. This causes veins to expand to accommodate the increased blood volume, making them more visible. Your muscles also get larger because of all that blood flow, and that further pushes your veins out. Even though this is temporary, if you want to get the best pump that lasts the longest, you should go for a high amount of repetitions, somewhere within the range of 12 to 20 reps. Now, as far as how long this will last, obviously you'll stay pumped during your workout, but it can last anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour after your workout. But it will slowly fade away as your body returns to its normal state. Again, it's temporary. So is another one that is unhealthy, and I definitely don't recommend it as a regular solution, and that's drinking alcohol or other diuretics before a particular event. Again, I don't recommend this, but it's a known fact that some bodybuilders and models consume alcohol before a competition to enhance vascularity. Alcohol can have this effect because it increases urine production, which causes short-term dehydration, and it also widens your blood vessels. I know it might be confusing because I told you to drink a lot of water so that you're well hydrated, and now I'm telling you to also get dehydrated. Well, both are true. Being well hydrated on a daily basis helps enhance vascularity, but so does being acutely dehydrated for a short period of time when your body is normally used to being very well hydrated. Instead of alcohol, there is a branch of supplements known as diuretics that can be used for short-term enhancement of your veins and muscle definition. But again, I don't recommend these methods because drinking alcohol and taking diuretics to enhance your veins is not really the healthiest way to do this, and it's a temporary boost. Now let's move on to the two much better, more permanent ways to have your veins and muscles stand out more, even though these methods take more time to achieve. The first is to lift weights and build more muscle gradually. While lifting weights can give you a pump and have your veins bulge out more in the short term, it also has physiological effects that make you more vascular over the long term. For example, weightlifting and strength training will make your muscles grow. As your muscles grow, they push your veins closer to the skin's surface. This makes your veins more visible because the layer of tissue between your veins and your skin becomes thinner. Weightlifting also stimulates the growth of new capillaries around the muscle fibers. This is a process known as angiogenesis. This increases both active and resting blood flow to the muscles, which can make your veins pop out more. This effect is further amplified because lifting weights increases the volume of blood your body circulates. More blood volume means more blood is being pumped through your veins. Over time, the walls of your veins can become more elastic and larger in diameter due to repeated exposure to increased blood flow and pressure during exercise. This structural adaptation makes veins more capable of handling increased blood volume and pressure, which can make those veins stand out even when you're not exercising. The best exercises for strength training the arms include pull-ups, bench press, overhead press, barbell curls, skull crushers, concentration curls, and there are many others that you can find in the arm training video that I'll link below in the description. One last thing that I want to mention about strength training is that it reduces intramuscular fat, which is the amount of fat stored within the muscle itself, not the typical fat that's stored under your skin. With less fat within the muscle fiber becomes denser, which can contribute to the prominence of your veins. And that actually brings me to the second permanent and probably the most effective way to increase vascularity, which is to get leaner. The lower you get your body fat percentage, the more definition you'll see on your arms, your waist, and all over your body. This definition not only includes muscles, but it also includes the veins that sit alongside the muscle. When your body fat is low, there's less subcutaneous fat covering your muscles and your veins, making them appear more prominent. If you get lean enough, you'll even begin to see the veins on your abs. Of course, you don't have to get anywhere near that lean to start seeing the veins on your arms. For most men, veins on the arms become more noticeably visible when body fat percentage drops below 15%. But of course, the exact percentage for you depends on your genetics. Either way, lowering your body fat percentage is a surefire way to get more vascular. And the fastest and most effective way to lower your body fat percentage is by focusing on your diet. Some of the most basic but effective rules you can set to start burning fat is to reduce the amount of sugar, refined grains, and processed foods that you eat. If you only stick to single ingredient foods throughout the day, like fruits, vegetables, meat, chicken, fish, eggs, sweet potatoes, and oats, you're most likely going to burn fat without having to track any of your calories. Single ingredient foods are naturally filling and naturally low in calories. Of course, a sweet potato doesn't taste as good as an Oreo, so it does require some willpower, especially when first starting to switch to your new diet. In the beginning, you'll definitely have cravings for high sugar processed foods if you're normally having them in your diet. But if you can get through those first few days, those cravings will highly subside and your taste buds will adapt to the taste and sweetness of real single ingredient foods. You can also, of course, use a calorie tracking app like MyFitnessPal, plug in your stats, and then just plug in your food every day. That would allow you to incorporate more variety in your diet and deviate away from single ingredient foods here and there. Both methods can work great. So that about wraps it up. I really hope this video has taught you something new and that it helps you develop more vascular arms. Again, make sure you check out the video below for the full arm training workout to develop your arm muscles. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also, if you've tried to build muscle, burn fat, and get more defined and vascular on your own without seeing the results you were hoping for, I highly suggest you try my free 6-week shred. It's a done-for-you plan that motivates you from day 1 to day 42 to follow through and do your part. And guess what? When you follow the personalized meal plan and you complete your 3 workouts every week, you'll get amazing results. I know, shocking. You'll also have a recipe book that you can always use to have a variety of foods in your diet, and you'll have a coach to answer any questions and help you every step of the way. To find out more, you can click the link below in the description, or you can head straight on over to my website at gravitytransformation.com. I'll see you guys soon.